Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Barefoot Farmer. I got a very exciting package that I figured I would share the excitement with all of you. Living in Hawaii, I had a beautiful blue jade vine that I trained to go up over a canopy trellis, and I had the most exquisite blue fountain flowers all over, and used them to make lei and decorate events, and it was one of the highlights of the place that I lived, and it was by far one of my favorite plants. Moving to Florida, for the last 3 years, I have been searching for this plant, and it's pretty hard to find. Even though it's a tropical plant, it grows well here. It's pretty rare, not too many people have it or have seen it. And anyway, I finally found it online, and I usually never purchase plants or seeds online unless it's from a reputable seed company. But I took a chance and I went ahead and ordered it, and it finally arrived. So I'm very excited. I am going to unbox this beauty, and I'm going to put her in a little pot, and I am going to baby her until she is established, and start training her over a gazebo trellis that I have here. So, without further ado, here we go. I got this from Jade Vine Tropicals. So far, I'm highly impressed with their speedy delivery, their beautiful packaging, their detailed instructions on how to care for this plant, and I'm really excited. So let me give you a little close-up view of what this looks like. So you have this vine here that you're gonna have to very carefully untangle. And then underneath is the root ball. Take this out. It was packaged very carefully, which I appreciate. So inside this little baggie is the root ball, and I'm gonna go outside and plant it and explain what I'm doing and how I do it. All right, so basically what the instructions say is plant it in a 1 to 3 gallon pot, and you want a combination of 50% pine bark spines, which I found at Home Depot. It's to prevent compaction. And then you want a peat moss, about 40%, and then about 10% of compost. So I had a hard time finding peat moss in my area, which is ironic because that's a very common planting medium. And I didn't want to order it online and wait a few more days. So what I'm gonna be using is this fine bark, and then I have, it's like topsoil with compost. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my mixture. This has some compost in it already, but this is gonna make up the 40% of peat moss, and then 50% is going to be the fine bark. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up. I've got my pot ready. So I'm going to mix it up, so I'm happy with the ratio, and then we'll go from there. So this is what the mixture looks like. The fine bark should help aerate the soil, keep it from clumping up and not draining well. And then the topsoil will help retain the moisture, and the compost will add just a little bit of nutrition, but not overdo it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pot this guy up, and that should be about it. Get a trellis, train this vine up over that, and let this guy establish its root system in this pot for about 2 months, and then I will transplant him into a much bigger pot that he will probably stay in for a very long time until I find the right place to plant him. Alright, so when it comes to blue jade vines, the stem does not like direct sunlight, but the leaves do. So you need to pick a permanent location that provides those two things. Since I don't have a proper trellis that I'm going to train this guy on, because I'm going to be moving him, he's not going to be in his permanent location right now, I am just going to wrap the vines around my plant stand right now, and then I'm going to purchase something and kind of configure that. So I'm actually going to put the pot here on the ground, and I might actually put some bigger pots in front of it so that when the afternoon sun comes, it's not going to be blaring on the base of the plant. And then I'm just going to very carefully wrap this guy around my stand. These leaves look very healthy. Happy about that. Okay, there we go, there we go. So I'm going to wrap that guy around there.
go ahead and water it in. The instructions do say to water thoroughly once you put it in its pot, but then from that moment on, you just want to keep the soil moist, not actually wet. I'm